Hi, Tim Unkert here, and welcome to my channel. This is another video in my series on front-end development while learning calculus and creating calculus worksheets. If you've just landed on this, I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description as well as a link to the first video in case you're interested. In this video, we're going to take a little bit of an aside again from working on worksheets, and we're going to install a free piece of software that will help us to make pictures for our worksheets. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how I use it while I'm making a YouTube thumbnail for one of my other videos. Okay, so the piece of software I'm talking about is Gimp. Okay, so let's go to our friend Google here and type in Gimp. And we'll see that GIMP stands for GNU Image Manipulation Program. I like to think of it as a free type of Photoshop kind of thing. So here's the GIMP page, and you could download it from here, but we're going to install it via the command line. And to do that, because it is in the Debian package repositories, to do that, all we have to do is type sudo apt install gimp. Now, if I run this, I've already installed it, but you'd hit enter and you'd go ahead and install it. Okay. So now that it's installed, if I run this, it's just going to say I have it already. So as you can see, I've already installed it, right? So I can exit out of that. And when you install GIMP, it'll look something like this in your apps. I've pinned this to my taskbar. I would recommend you do that if you use it a lot. And we'll just click on it to open it, and it'll take a moment to open. And we'll create basically a thumbnail for one of my YouTube videos, and I'll show you a little bit about how I use it. Okay. All right. So it's going to start up, and typically this will be black, but I've used some colors already. So what I'm going to do is File, and then create a new one. Now, you can stick with this default width and height, but the optimum size for YouTube thumbnails is 1280 by 720. So I'm going to go do that and click OK. Now, it's going to come up with a white layer here. So what I'm going to do is click on this here, and I have one color here, but I'm going to get a couple other colors. So I'm going to go here and go to my bookmarks, and I bookmarked some colors that I've been using lately from colorhunt.co, which is a website which has like a bunch of different color palettes. So if I go to the home page, let's do that for a moment. You'll see it has all these palettes here. You can scroll down, different color combinations that work well together. You can go with popular, random, collection. I'm just going to go back to the one that I've been using. And for our background color, I'm going to take this color, which is a slightly off-white blue. And I'm going to go here, click on this color, and I'm going to delete this and paste in that color, and you'll see it's this light blue. I'll hit OK. You'll see that light blue appears. Now what I'm going to do is use the bucket fill tool, because this is going to be my background. I have it on that color, and the color changes slightly. I like it that little bit off-white. Okay, so now what I want to do is insert a picture of myself on this side. As you notice my thumbnails, I do that. So I'm going to open a picture as layers and go to here, and I have my pictures of myself. I'll use this one, which I used for my informal definition of a limit, and I want to rotate it so it's upright. Now it's super large, right? So that's not very good. But what we can do is go here to layer and then scale layer. And if I scale the width, the height will automatically scale proportionally to that. I'm going to do 650, and then it scales the height to 867. Hit scale. Okay. And so now I've got this image. I'm going to take this tool, which is lets you drag layers around. So I'm going to drag this over here. Okay, and then I'm going to take the airbrush tool. No, I'm going to actually right click and go to paintbrush first. And it's still in this light blue color. So I'm just going to start. And if you see down here, this layer is highlighted. So the picture layer is the one that I'm working on. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and just cover this stuff here and go here. And what I'm going to do is actually I'll stop and I'll do a quick outline. And every once in a while you want to stop, and I'll show you why in a moment. Gotta get the spiky hair in there. Okay. And I'll stop again. Went over my shoulder a little bit there, but that's okay. Go out there. Okay, so the reason why you stop is, let's say I go like this and go, oh, I messed up. Well, I can go to edit and then undo paintbrush and then fix it. But if I'm coloring it in and not stopping at any point, it's going to take out all the stuff I colored in. So that's why you stop every once in a while. So you only take out little parts if you mess up. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and shade this and get that a little bit better. Then actually get this a little bit better too. Shade that. Go ahead here. Okay, there we go. And then I kind of want this to be shaded a little bit, so I'm just going to go like this, and then I'm going to do something in a moment to make it blend a little bit better. And I'm going to right click on this and go down to airbrush now, and then just kind of go over this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I've got myself in there. I may want to move this over just a little bit more. Okay, so now I want to add a text layer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and you can pick your text by clicking on this. I like sans serif bold, size 120, but I want the color to be a little bit different. I want the color to actually be that pink, this pink right here. So I'm going to go here. I copied that, and I'm going to go to change foreground color here and paste that in and click OK. Then go back to here. And now I want to select the region for my text. So I'm going to select all the way across here. And this video is talking about evil mode Emacs macros. So I'm going to type something, and I'll go into cap lock, which is Alt and the search button on a Chromebook, and I'll type evil Emacs macros lists and anchor. I might not have enough room. Tags. And that's okay. So what I can do here is I can just pull this a little bit more. So we see the tags come in, and then I'm going to unview these and then just click on this one, because sometimes you drag the other layer even if you're highlighting this layer, I found. So anyways, I'm going to try and drag that to about the right spot. Click these back. Now I'm still on the font layer, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to filters, and I like to put a little drop shadow. So I'm going to go here to drop shadow, and this window is going to come up, but I like it very minimal. So I'm going to scroll these down to 1 here. I'm going to scroll the blur radius down to 1. I'm going to bring up the opacity to 9. Okay, and then from here, what I'm going to do is go back to my color hunt and pick this color. Okay, go back to here, click on this black here because I don't want the just black color. I like that dark blue as my drop shadow. Paste that in, click OK, and click OK. And you're not going to notice hardly any change. But what I'm going to do is go up to filters and go repeat drop shadow, and then repeat drop shadow. And then I'm going to repeat it one more time, repeat drop shadow. And now you see it kind of pops out. The text kind of pops out. So yeah, this is, I would now export this thumbnail. So let me do that because I usually don't save these. I just export them. So I'm going to say export as, I'm going to go to YouTube thumbnails. Click on this folder. There we go. And I'm going to just name it, well, basically off the video. So get out of caps locks there. Emacs, evil, macros, lists, anchor tags. You can name it whatever you want. Just that's easy for me to remember. Hit enter, and it's going to bring up these. You could change these. I stick with the default and just click export. And now I've got this PNG file that I can upload as a thumbnail. Now, as we move on through this front-end development calculus course, we're going to be using the Gimp editor to create some pictures for our problems. So it's good that you get used to it now, fool around with it, try some stuff, maybe create your own YouTube thumbnail. Anyways, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. It really does help the channel grow. And I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Also, check out the links below. I'll leave links to my social links and various blog posts and whatnot. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you in the next one.